I like this. Not not question on what kind of hobbies are you into? What's life like? Do you enjoy attention? Or is it more a leave me alone type thing? I mean, this is, true. A lot of people on that video that this comment came from, it was just a kind of, let's just jump all over it and see, like, the negative, the awful, the crazy, this person is so messed up. They need help. Oh my God, all the demons that this girl has, and all the, questions of my gender, and all of yeah, you're right. This guy, he saw it. He gets it. So let's just go with it. What kind of hobbies are you into? Well, I'm really into tattoos and body modification. I mean, I feel like there's way more people out there who have way more hardcore mods than I do. Alright, the real obvious one for those that follow me, I am hugely into fitness, bodybuilding, immensely into nutrition. And I mean in the sense like going on deep dives, really uncovering the truth about nutrition, really uncovering the truth about doctors that don't know shit about nutrition, really into not, using doctors as a way to heal yourself, but using nutrition as a way to heal yourself. That's the kind of thing that I'm really into, that I love to experiment with, that I continue to use myself as an experiment on that stuff for years, for decades. That's a huge passion of mine. And helping people out with it if I can. What's life like? How do you answer that? Life is interesting. Life is very interesting, and I wonder if life would be as interesting if we didn't have social media. Because in my personal life, people aren't as ugly towards me as they are on social media, which is, again, fine. It's whatever. They do that. If you get off on being an asshole to strangers, cool. I guess that's your thing. I will call people out about it. But life, I work in a tire shop with all guys, and that's never boring because, well, men are never boring. How do I put it that way? It's always a what the fuck moment with men. In good ways and not good ways, but, women are... I don't know how you do it. I don't know how men deal with women most of the time, because we could go on that rant. I talk to a lot of guys about how women treat them and how women are nowadays, and it's scary. So life is interesting. My life, I'm around men all the time. I go to work, there's men there. I go to the gym, there's men there. And now my new obsession with pew-pews and going to the pew-pew range and all that stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of women in the places that I frequent. It's too bad. Here's the big one. Here's the dun dun dun. Do you enjoy attention? Here's the thing, though, and you can believe me if you want to or not, it doesn't change anything. When I first started doing the scarification, it was not to get attention. Because being in a small town in Idaho, nobody knew what it was. I didn't even know what it was when I was doing it. I was just fucking around. But yeah, it's never a good thing, because when you tell people what it is, are you crazy? I mean, obviously. And then there's my ever so wonderful sister who was always like, well, you're just doing it for attention. Like everything else that I did in my life, she had to be like, well, they only like you because of this. They only want to talk to you because, there's all some shit. So she was like, full on, well, obviously you just want to get attention. Then why don't I go out much, huh? Because sometimes I just don't want to deal with people. But don't get me wrong, I've never been the type to wear a hoodie and sweats because I wanted to, keep myself hidden. Like, I do me. I enjoy life. I act how I want. I dress how I want. I look how I want. And if it brings attention, whatever, I deal with it. The leave me alone thing, yeah, I mean, when I'm out and about, I am not one of those people that's like, hi, how are you, engaging in conversation with people. No. If people engage in conversation with me, or they want to talk to me about the scars and tattoos, fine. I'm very cool. I'm very, chill with people like that. But it's not like I'm not a people person. Like, people, I don't know. It can go so many different ways when it comes to people. I get a lot of people that ask me about my workouts, about how I eat to look and be strong and, fit as I am. And I'm always willing to talk to people about that, because if there's anything that's most important, it is a person's health. And most people don't care about their health. Most people don't care about looking into their health. Most people just trust doctors to write them prescriptions, and so they can have more symptoms that doctors can write them more prescriptions for. So I'm not one of those people. I live my life so that I never have to go see a doctor. I look into things that, companies and doctors don't want you to look into, because they want you to be sick, so you have to go to them and pay the money to be treated. This is exactly the rabbit hole that I'm speaking of. Yep, there you go. Take that for what you will.